What's up, Gunpla modelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you a new edition of Gundam Models. And as you can see, I won. I won with this kit. I was actually not preparing to win. Didn't think I was going to win. Hell, I thought this guy was going to bring in third place again. I was actually prepared for another third place prize. And second place would have been okay either. But I was a bit shocked when they called the Perfect Grade Unicorn Gundam first place. I was really, really shocked. First of all, let's break this down on all the kits that were at the show that hopefully you guys seen in my last video of the MosquitoCon and the photos that I posted on Facebook. Chris brought in his Zaku 2 2.0 TriStar colors with the custom LED lights, which I was impressed with. I wish I could have talked to him a little bit more because I want to know. He's pretty much, to me, an expert in LED setups. You know, he did really good job with that, and looking at it, I was impressed with it. Hopefully we can see. I think he's going to bring it to Comic-Con. I have no idea. I may be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Don't, you know, but who knows. So he brought his kit in, so I was impressed with that one. I was impressed with a kid named Miguel who brought in his kit, who he brought to Comic-Con last year. Was that custom GM? Very great detail, nice detail. I was impressed with that. Spider K2 brought in his OVA color paint job of the Tallgeese, which of course reminded me of the Tallgeese when I brought 2 years ago. His and the ball and the MS ball was also a great design as well, you know, paint job as well. Somebody brought it out. Gunpla Nut brought in his Shenlong, which he did last year, and brought it in this year. He should have gotten at least second place. Sorry to say. I mean, yeah, first place would have been better. But with the other kits that were on that table, oh, and I forgot, there was a Golf Custom, which a kid named Steven brought in. Very good work. He was not feeling it with his Perfect Grade Wing Gundam Zero Custom, which I looked at the first time, and he explained to me certain things that I did not realize that this kit didn't have. He said that pretty much the real grade version of this was better than the Perfect Grade, and since I have the real grade, I should start working on that soon. But I kind of believe that maybe his Golf Custom should have been a good, you know, should have gotten a win. But of course, there was all the competitions there. So, like of course, the Predator bust was well designed. There was that Batman figure, which was a Batman with the blood in his face, which was really cool. The Michael Keaton version. What was it? I did think about the Star-Lord figure, but it looked okay. There was that little Warhammer robot that I saw, and I was looking at it, and I said, you know what? The detail on this is very well done, especially at this scale, because it's kind of hard to do that when you do something this big. Very hard. And of course, I think the one selling kit that many people liked, and every time I stop by, I always keep hearing it, was of course the Monsters diorama theme, which I thought, okay, you know what? I have a distinct feeling that's going to get second place, and then I thought the little robot was going to get third place, and for me, I thought the Predator was going to get first place. But during the course of the ceremony, Miguel's Power GM and Chris's Zaku 2.0 Titan colors came in at third place. Well, okay, cool, that was great. Then I thought, okay, I may get second place. What came in second place was the little robot guy for the Warhammer, which I thought, okay, I kind of called it. I knew that was going to hit. So I thought, alright, clearly it's going to be the diorama or going to be the Predator. And I was ready to put my jacket on and walk out the door. And then I hear the word P from a guy saying perfect. When I heard him say per, then that's when I pause and I go, you're really going to say this? And he did. And I got that for this. For this. I don't know. I felt like I didn't do a good job. For those of you who probably are not noticing this, I'm going to take the plaque off a bit. I did panel line it. And that was a lot of work, because panel lining it, first things first, I did a coat of whatever that I'm looking for that I can't find here. Okay, here we go. So I applied a coat of aqua gloss clear just so I can seal the paint, and I did that while it was in destroy mode, normal mode, excuse me. Then, using lighter fluid and using the Real Touch markers, I began to apply it in the areas that you see here. Then wiping it off with the lighter fluid. I wish I could not find for the life of me the Valillo panel wash, which is basically acrylic, which would have been perfect for this. I had a hard time removing this, but I'm glad that it came out perfectly, because I don't know, I felt like a little weird with the panel line wash that I had. But anyway, so I applied it, I removed it, then I gave it a coat of this, which is basically flat base standard, which gave it a nice dull coat. And then, of course, for the base, as you can see, I decided to take the base and spray paint the whole base using Gunship Gray from a spray can. Then I finished up the weaponry. I wish, you know, I did say that I was going to put some detail in these weaponry, but at the very last minute I didn't. And I said, I said to myself, you know what? If those guys see this, they're going to say, no, you don't deserve this. And to tell you the truth, I feel like I don't deserve this. But then again, I'm kind of thinking that, these are not Gunpla Bandai judges from the Gundam Builders World Cup. These are regular model builders who are, associated with the International Plastic Modeler Society. They go based on quality, on detail, on the level of work and all that stuff. Many people may think, okay, maybe the LEDs could have been the selling point. But then again, could it be the selling point without the LEDs? Because like I did indicate on the little board on the table, push the button once to see the lights on the eyes, and push the button again to turn the rest on. They could have easily turned it off to see how it looked, and it does have the pre-shading effect, which if you saw in my video, it looked amazing. Right now, you don't see the pre-shading effect because of all the lighting, ambient light in my room. If I put on normal light, you would see the level of detail, and I'm impressed with what I did. I'm impressed, but I think part of me says, I don't need to win. There was no reason to, and you know what? I made a goof. The crotch area I did not open. So I apologize for that. As well as the legs, I did not, for some odd reason, I try to open up the legs as best as I possibly can to expose the thigh. But maybe I was a little bit of afraid that I'm going to yank something and break something and scratch something. So if I didn't do that, to the purists out there, forgive me. Alright? So I have to humbly accept this. And I'm glad that I won. I really am. I did not win for the ships, even though it was a worthy attempt. I think if I had enough time, I would have easily liked to put lights on it. And I would like to cover that in another video on what I want to do with the Gamela ships that I have in the future. I brought this guy here, of course. I actually considered this was going to hit something, but I guess not. And worthy attempt. What are you going to do? But yeah, I'm surprised. I'm happy. But I wish the other guys would. I wish more guys would have won in our team. They did far better work than I did, but I hit it. I got it. And I have to say, what I did took a little longer than normal. It should have been maybe less time. Clearly there were certain things that were coming along that hindered me and stopped me from doing what I have to do, but I guess what I'm going to say is this. I'm not going to get another perfect grade for a long time. I don't know what other kit that will surpass this one as a perfect grade. I mean, Bandai will have to really, really think of something to make a perfect grade kit even better. I mean, we're not going to see a 30 LED light Gundam kit anytime soon. Unless, of course, they decide to make a perfect grade Exia and put LED lights in the legs and the arms and the chest and the head, and then do, like, you know, just pretty much explode with lightness. But regardless, you know, I'm hope that you guys enjoyed the videos that I've done in the past. I know it was a long series of videos. I don't see myself doing another 25 episode video ever again, ever. And even if somebody gives me the Neo Zeon or the Dendrobian, I am not going to build it on camera. It'll probably be a before and after build. Here are all the parts, part 1. Here's me completing it, part 2. But yeah, I'm glad. I'm cool. Alright, so acquisitions. When I was at MosquitoCon, I was doing the you know, the raffles that they did during the course of the show, and I was also buying stuff as well. So let me show you what I bought, and let me show you what I won. So I definitely needed tools, and the one thing that I was looking for was basically an airbrush. I remember years past that always some guy was selling a nice little airbrush, whether it was from Badger, whether it was from Iwata, or some other brand which is reputable in one aspect or another. And of course, apparently the vendor Grex was there, and they had some good airbrushes, especially one that I still have, and I should be cleaning that soon. But I didn't see anything new and affordable, you could say, for me to pick up. So I'm going to have to wait about a month or so and maybe looking to get myself a nice airbrush. Now, for those of you who probably are saying, why should I get an airbrush? I should stick with what I got, which is right here. I need to show you this again for those of you who do not know. Here, the little rocker thing, let me pull it out a bit. There's usually supposed to be 3 little screw pegs there. There's only 1 now because this thing broke. So when I turn it so I can use it, you know, it stays put. But I have a feeling that one day when I turn this and I turn it a little too much, the minute I hear a crack, that will be done with this. Now, maybe somebody will probably tell me I can probably order the parts online. You know what? I might as well get myself a new airbrush when the time comes. I have a backup, of course, which I need to clean and get that ready to use. But till then, I have to wait and get myself a nice, good one. Or a decent one. It doesn't have to be the best. Just decent enough to do my work. Now, going back to the tool things, I was picking up things that I needed. So I picked up, there was a guy who was selling Alkali 2 paints. I picked up another bottle of gunmetal. You can never have enough gunmetal. And I picked up this one called Bright Silver Candy Base. Looks pretty good. So yeah. I picked up another bottle of gray primer and microfiller. Let me tell you something. This is my new best friend. I would definitely look into this. To you guys out there, get this. No thinning. You just put it in the reservoir and it sprays like gold. Trust me on this. Trust me. Now, I was looking to see if I can get myself a new wash, and I saw the Valillo washes, and I saw this one, Valillo Model Wash for Gray and Dark Vehicles. And I said, let me try this and see how it looks for whatever kit that I may decide to use. Now, I like, even though I use cotton swabs to clean up or wipe off things, sometimes the cotton swab will, you know, disintegrate and you have all those, leftover filaments. So I got this one, which is a little bit more pointy, you could say, and easy to manage. No, I'm not going to touch up a doll. I'm just, you know, basically I'm going to need it for touching up kits. So this is, you know, definite right there. And since I ran out of this while I was detailing the Yamato ships, the Gamella ships, I bought a refill of 18mm masking tape, which this will come in handy as well. So this is what I got for tools. The only model kit that I decided to buy myself for shits and giggles, and this is something I'm probably going to build and have it at my workbench, in my work desk at the work, would be I bought this little mini ship, the USS Missouri. It's 1200 scale. It's roughly around maybe 6 or 7 inches. You have to. I love the box art on this, but you're probably not going to get the same detail at 1200 scale. You know, obviously there's a model builder out there who's saying, "Shut up! I can do the detail you're talking about." See, it's very limited, just a glue on, whatever, and paint it up, whatever you wish. I may decide to, I actually may build it and paint it for shits and giggles and see how it is. Yeah, so I got that. Now then, I'm going to expand the camera out a bit because I got to show you the things that I won at the raffle. First thing that I won was actually not something that I really wanted to win. It was actually given to me because what I won was a scenery set for creating a diorama, which had like materials to make fauna or shrubs or things like that. And okay, I won, and I said, okay, that's great, I got this. So what do I do with it? And I was talking to a gentleman there who says, well, do you build dioramas? I said, no, I build robot models. Am I going to put a waterfall on a robot model? So he said that he won this, and we did a trade. So I picked up this, or I got this. Chrysler 300 from Mobius Models, 1/25th scale. I remember getting that souped up car at the show from raffles as well. So I said, oh great, now I'm going to get a lot of car kits. I may decide to build this. Well, that's there. My next raffle, which I did win outright, was this. Monogram's High Performance Series 1/24th scale Corvette ZR1. I have to tell you, when I was very young, and I mean very young, I always wanted to have a car like this. That and the fact that I have a few, I knew somebody, and of course, anybody who knew somebody in Long Island had one of these cars. So I drove one of these cars and I loved it. And, you know, obviously you're not going to get the same car like this now, these days, but this was the shit back then. For those of you who love this type of car. Again, a car that I may decide to build. Now the next kit is a good one, and anything from Tamiya is good. These STKFZ 232 Schneenwesen Panzerwagen 8 Rad Africa Corps. It's from Tamiya, 1/35th scale. Other than Dragon, Tamiya, I believe, is the best company that makes armored vehicle kits, and I was pleased with this. This is actually one of these type of kits that holds up in value. Any Tamiya kit, Tamiya, Dragon, and Hasegawa pretty much holds up in value, if you guys know what I mean. Now the next kit I got, I don't have it here with me. It was a Focke-Wulf plane, and I forgot what brand it was. But I traded it with one of the guys who won 2 of these in the raffle. And I kind of felt sorry for him. I was actually making fun of him, saying, you are going to build it, right? He was more of a tank guy, and maybe like smaller planes. Actually, he was looking at a 1/32nd scale Spitfire, but whatever. I mean, not a Spitfire, Messerschmitt. But when he saw this, he didn't like it. And he goes, oh my God, what am I going to do with it? And I said, well, you're going to build it, right? You're going to bring it next year, right? And he goes, no. So I kind of felt sorry that, you know, I was kind of ragging on him. So I said, listen, let's do a trade. which one of these kits that I won would you want? So he took the Focke-Wulf. And I got this monstrosity. AMT's Erdl Airborne Command Post. Basically, this is an EC-135C Looking Glass command aircraft. He got this, and he got the same aircraft, which was a tanker. So he got 2 of these on a raffle, which, you know, it was kind of cool to get that, but he wasn't interested in it because, to tell you the truth, he won himself last year a big ass ship at 1/350th scale, and he still hasn't built it yet because he doesn't know what to do with it. But I kind of told him, you know what, I'll take this off your hands. It's a 1/72nd scale kit. I kind of remember seeing this when I used to work at Toys R Us. It's from the Wings collection. I remember the that show on I think it was the History Channel. But yeah, I said no problem. I'll take this off your hands. Maybe if I build it, I'll probably definitely want to bring it to Comic-Con. Comic-Con, MosquitoCon for next year. Yeah, that was pretty much basically all the kits and items that I got from MosquitoCon. And that's pretty much it. This long-ass odyssey of me building this kit is now complete. I'm going to put it away. Probably pull it out every holiday and turn it on like a Christmas tree. And can I say that I feel good? And I would like to take a moment to apologize for certain comments that I said on Facebook. Maybe there are certain things I've said that should have not been said. I know that I'm going to say this. I know I'm a good modeler builder. I'm not the best. Never claimed to be. I know that this kit does not hold a candle to all the other amazing achievements and works that many model builders on YouTube and Facebook has done. I mean, the work of Prime 92, Meccano Man, Gunpla Nut, Spider 2K2, Chris, and other guys that if you forgive me if I've forgotten your names, exceeds the work that I've done. In my opinion, you guys are better than me. I'm glad that I'm happy that I won, but I'm you know, in reality, I don't feel like I still deserved it. It could have been done better, yes. This kit could have done better, but you know, what's done, it's done. Some people are asking me, am I going to bring this kit to Comic-Con? Absolutely not. This is not a Comic-Con kit. Comic-Con is a different breed of model building, and that's what I'm going to be doing on my next kit when I have that ready. Hopefully I have that ready and show you guys what I can do. Obviously I'll be doing some other smaller kits, maybe a master grade here and there. There's some kits and announcements that we've heard that, you know, I definitely like to focus on and work with. But this was a good achievement to do, and I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the build, and hopefully you guys get inspired, get you guys fired up on an idea that's been sitting there, and you said, you know what, I don't know if I can do it, maybe it's impossible for me to do it. I hope to push you to the next level, take it to the next level, knock my socks off, show me something that I would say, holy shit, that was an amazing piece of work, you are the best. Remember what Majin said in the last episode of Gundam Builders or Gundam Fighter Try. Gunpla is freedom. With that being said, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come. You guys all take care.